You can feel the energy in this building. They are fired up for game one. Back with that after this. Live from Gene Autry Way, welcome to Angels Stadium. MLB The Show brings you the American League Division Series. It's the Boston Red Sox and the Los Angeles Angels. Joined by my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. Game one is always critical in a postseason series, Singy.
Yeah, and this is when you love having home field advantage, Boog. If you capture game one, you're full of confidence that you've got a chance to ride that momentum for the rest of the series.
And on the visiting side, starting pitching is always the big key in a game like this to kick off a series.
Yeah, you need a strong performance on the mound. That's the #1 way to cancel out the home field edge we just mentioned.
First pitch coming at you right after the break. Today's starting pitcher, Jack Flaherty. What do you got on him, Chris?
This guy has a ton of respect from his own teammates, Boog. He's the type of guy, if he's not having a good day, he'll go out there and just wear it. No matter what happens, his starts tend to be less demanding on the bullpen.
Rolled to short, possible 2-ball. Durbin tossed to second, back to first, and that is a double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Up next for the Angels,
Strawberry, the former Rookie of the Year, 22 years old. Can't forget to mention she's a former MVP. There's a line drive to left field. And that is that. 3 runs for them here, and they move ahead. We played 2 full. It's the Angels 3 and the Red Sox nothing. You're watching the American League Division Series on the show. First and second, 2 outs. Roman Anthony up next for the Red Sox. 2 on, 2 outs. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Durbin around third. Now a relay to the plate. Safe. It's 3-1.
It hurts to give up a run here. It's worse that they didn't even get an out from the play. Pretty frustrating for sure.
Up next for the Angels.
Strawberry, a former All-Star, 22 years old. She's a former American League MVP. That one fouled off. This park is absolutely electric for this game. Such a great postseason atmosphere. Out to short, Durbin. Over to first. She's out.
Nothing like the drama you get in the postseason, Boog. Love being a part of these games.
So a man at first. Roman Anthony up next for the Red Sox. Red Sox by 2. Here in the late stages of game 1. Now this one gets away from the catcher. Duran into scoring position on the wild pitch, and there goes the double play possibility.
You know, sometimes it takes a reliever a little time to get comfortable with the mound out there, especially when they come in trying to be nasty with every pitch they throw. Not exactly what they were looking for when they called him in, though. We'll see if he can settle down.
Man at second. Line drive, base hit. Headed for the plate. The relay throw. He's safe, and they're up by 3. And he's going to get to second with nobody out.
When you're down late, you need to get something out of this play. In hindsight, you need to make a better decision there. That's one to learn from.
One down. Sunshine Strawberry, the next to hit for the Angels. 0 for 3 in this one. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. He won't get there. That should be extra bases. Now the tag at second, and she's out, trying for 2.
Gotta love the hustle and the attitude there to try to stretch that single into a double, but unfortunately thrown out at second base. She was so close to being in scoring position.
1 out, runner at second. And up to hit is Wilson Contreras. 1 out and a runner at second here in game 1 of the ALDS. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Coming home. The relay to the plate. Here's the tag, and he's out.
If they wanted any chance of coming back in this one, they couldn't let the run score. What a cutoff and throw home. That was huge.
Strawberry steps to the plate. They're trailing, but here's an opportunity to reel it in. RBI chance.
Yeah, Boog, chance to be the big fish right here. This is exactly who they want in a spot like this.
That's a bullet, but it goes foul.
So important to get ahead of these hitters. You don't want to issue a free pass and allow that tying run to come to the plate. Always want to keep that other team in a position where if they're going to beat you, they're going to have to do it with multiple hits.
That one is absolutely belted. Go away! A 3-run dinger. And just like that, they're within a run. The towels are out, and this stadium is electric right now.
Anytime you have a pitch down the middle of the plate, the percentages go up for the hitter to do damage, even if it's a pretty good sinker like that one. Nice piece of hitting there at the plate.
So 2 down. Joe Adell getting ready to hit.
Right fielder, number 7, Joe Adell.
Whitlock, 1 strike away from securing game 1. And this one is over. What a play to end the game.
What an exciting finish to this game. An amazing play right there. It's hard for the fans to go home. They want more. They're not ready to leave and head to their cars, but an outstanding job to keep entertaining all the way to the end.
So, Chris, here's a look at the final numbers from what turned out to be a really close ball game.
Yeah, this is one of those games that clearly could have gone either way, and that's kind of exactly what you expect out of postseason baseball. So competitive.
And a final 8-7. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long. Coming to you live from Southern California, MLB The Show brings you the American League Division Series. It's the Boston Red Sox and the Los Angeles Angels. John Shambi and Chris Singleton with you, and a lot riding on this one as these teams meet for game 2, Chris.
Yeah, this might be the game to actually decide the series, Boog. When it's 5 games, getting a 2-0 lead is a dominant position to be in, and I don't see this series getting to a 5th game if we have a repeat of game 1's outcome in this one.
Yeah, the Crows start circling for a team that falls into a 2-game deficit, not where you want to be. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. And on the hill, Grayson Rodriguez. What should we keep an eye on here?
With the height, the release point creates a lot of tilt on his pitches. So coming into the zone, really hard for the hitters to get on plane. Makes it very difficult for the hitters to guess.
Okay, all set to go. Jarren Duran digs in now.
Number 16, Jarren Duran.
This one in the air. And there's one away.
Batting second, the left fielder, Roman.
One down. And up next for Los Angeles, Sunshine Strawberry. That one drilled left field. That's going back. Back some more. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run. A solo shot. The Angels on the board first. It's 1-0.
You can't ask for a better start than hitting a home run in your first at bat to give your team the lead. The cutter up and in can be such a tough pitch for the hitters. You have to keep your hands above the baseball, and that's exactly what she did. She caught it out front and drove it out of here.
Up next for the Angels, the catcher, number 33, Sunshine Strawberry.
That one ripped right center field, way back there. And he brings it into the warning track. Nothing doing here this half. We played 2 full. It's the Angels 3 and the Red Sox nothing. You're watching the American League Division Series on the show. So here's Murphy now. He is very much your typical power hitter. I'd say he falls into the 3 true outcomes category.
Well, we've seen more and more of that lately. The ability to...
Now this is through for a base hit. Durbin around third. The relay throw. And he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning.
Well, this is what you've got to do. You've got to try to score on the 2-out hit to the outfield, but outstanding execution on the relay home. Had to be almost perfect to make it close, and that's exactly what it was. Inning over.
Man at first, one away.
The Angels, the catcher, number 33, Sunshine Strawberry.
In the air, left field. Anthony on the move. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
So bases all loaded up. Ceddanne Rafaela up next for the Red Sox. Lined into right. And he makes the catch. Runner tags from third. Applies the tag, and they get 2. Double play. Out to escape a bases-loaded jam unscathed. So 2 down. So in now for the Angels, Sunshine Strawberry. She's already homered in this game.
Strawberry.
Swing and a ground ball. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. 1 hit in the inning, a solo homer. We head to the 7th now in game 2. The Halos lead this one 7-1. This is the American League Division Series on the show. So a man at first. Here's Sean Murphy.
Sean Murphy.
Up the middle. Dives, and he can't hang on. Still able to get it there in time. So a tough play, but they do get out number 2.
Great job by the second baseman right there. Quick reaction to dive, knock that ball down, and big leaguers just don't panic, not the good ones. He gets up, makes the play, really good throw over to first base. That's the kind of composure that you want to see from a guy in that position.
Now batting Jarren Duran. The Red Sox down to their final strike. Line drive, base hit right field. Rounds third, headed for the plate. Tag, and he's out at the plate. And that wraps it up for this afternoon.
Well, this was a must-win for this team. Game 2 of the series at home after dropping Game 1. They win it today. They feel a lot better heading to the next ballpark for Game 3.
To your final here today. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon. It's buzzing in here ahead of Game 3. And we'll be back in a minute to get it started. Live from historic Fenway Park in Boston, MLB The Show brings you the American League Division Series. It's the Los Angeles Angels and the Boston Red Sox. With my partner Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. A lot going on in this series as we get ready for Game 3, Singy.
Man, it's been fun so far, Boog, that's for sure. After splitting the first 2, Game 3 takes on even more meaning than usual. You don't want to be the team that drops this one and then be faced with having to win 2 games in a row in order to take the series. That's tough.
And the pressure on the starting pitchers is big in this one. Each of them is being counted on to come through with a quality performance, hoping to save some of that bullpen for really critical games coming up. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. And our pitcher in this game, Garrett Crochet. Chris, how about a scouting report?
He touched the 9th inning his last time out. Really wanted the complete game. Didn't get it, but he did get the W. They'd love to see him pitch deep into this one again.
Here's the catcher to hit. Sunshine Strawberry. A switch hitter batting right. On the ground to third. Meyer. Throw to first in time.
Batting third, the shortstop, Zach Neto. Up next for the Angels, the catcher, number 33, Sunshine Strawberry.
That one ripped left field. That's back. And it bangs off the monster. Safely into second. She's got a double.
Put a pretty good swing on that one as she drove it out to deep left. Didn't quite have the right combination of launch angle and exit velocity to get it over the fence, but you're never going to be disappointed with extra bases.
So runner at second, 2 down. Zach Neto, the next to hit for the Angels. Offense exploding for 5 so far in the inning here in Game 3 of this American League Division Series. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck left field. Carrying well into the monster seats and gone. A 2-run blast. And they add on. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. For a pitcher, the odds are in your favor if you keep that breaking ball down. That time, he got punished for it. Hitter just did a really good job of staying within himself and getting the barrel to the baseball.
Up next for the Angels, the catcher,
Strawberry with a homer in her last game.
Strawberry.
On the ground. Meyer to first. That's it out.
The batter, number 9, shortstop, Zach Neto.
Runners at the corners here. 1 away. Roman Anthony. And a dangerous hitter coming to the plate. 2 on, 1 out. Runner takes off. Ball outside. And that's a stolen base. Not even close. So up next, Sunshine Strawberry. 1 for 3.
Sunshine Strawberry.
Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into right field.
That'll way to square it up. Great job.
Everything came together perfectly for her right there. Off the bat, that one registered at 105 miles per hour, man. That is smoking, and these days you hear it all the time, but the numbers just don't lie. If you can drive a ball like that, more often than not, you're picking up a knock.
First offering. Runner goes in the air to left center. Brings it in.
Up next for the Angels, the right fielder, number 7, Joe Adele.
Runner on at first with 1 gone. Now batting Joe Adele.
You have to be careful throwing him breaking pitches, even in an 0-0 count. He loves going after the off-speed stuff, and he's really good at hitting it.
Here comes the pitch. Runner breaks for second. There's a ball, and safe. It's a stolen base. That was close, but StatCast shows us why she so often seems to be on the safe side of these steal attempts, Chris.
Yeah, you see that plus speed, and she needed every last bit of it to swipe that bag. Such a threat on the bases.
Runner at second. Swing and a miss. Struck him out.
The batter, number 8, second baseman, Josh.
So in now for the Angels, Josh Smith. Swing and he popped it up. And that is that. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. It's the Angels 8 and the Red Sox 4. You're watching the American League Division Series on the show. Sunshine Strawberry, the next to hit for the Angels.
Sunshine Strawberry.
This one ripped, but foul to the right. The 0-1. To the right side.
Come on, beat it
He
out,
takes
beat
it
it
himself
out.
to the bag, and that'll do it. Last half of the 8th coming up. It's the Angels 10 and the Red Sox 4. This is the American League Division Series on the show. So 2 down. Now it's the right fielder, Wilyer Abreu. The Bo Sox down to their final strike. Right side, and this should do it. Steps on the bag himself. Ball game.
Game threes are very critical when you have a series tied at 1-1 because you put yourself up. Anytime you go down, you're always chasing. When you're up in the series, you feel like you're in the driver's seat. Nice win today.
Final score here today, 10-6. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us. From historic Fenway Park in Boston, Massachusetts, MLB The Show brings you the American League Division Series. It's the Los Angeles Angels and the Boston Red Sox. With Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. Plenty of storylines taking shape in this series as we set the stage for Game 4, Chris.
And I'll be interested to see if these teams approach it any differently, with one on the brink of elimination and the other just to win away from putting an end to this thing. You know, in the postseason, I think you have to treat every game the same, but there's something about an elimination game that can put a team just into a different mindset.
Yeah, and the strategy could certainly change in this type of game. It's hard to manage the same way when in any given at-bat, it can impact everything you've been working for throughout the season. First pitch coming at you right after the break. And towing the slab here, Connolly Early. How about a scouting report on him?
Boog, this guy usually turns in a very good outing. His teammates really enjoy when he's on the mound. Everyone seems to be loose, which can help the offense be a bit more dangerous. So if you look at the opposing lineup, they're hoping he doesn't just settle in. They want to make this an uncomfortable start from the beginning.
And that's a fair ball. Trout around second, on his way to third. And she's into second with nobody out.
Well, clearly she was ready to hit right there. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
Zach Neto, the next to hit for the Angels.
I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone here. Pitcher's looking for a strikeout or a ground ball, hoping to keep that runner at third.
The 1-1. On the ground, out to short. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe. As they jump ahead, a run scores.
Boog, that's a frustrating way to fall behind in this one as the infield single drives in the run. And sometimes all you have to do is put the ball in play and you give your teammate a chance to hurry home.
First and second, no outs. Here's Joe Adell.
I know we're still early in the stages of this game, but this at-bat has the potential of being a difference maker. You've got to stay calm in the box.
And the 3-1. And they're all loaded up.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about. It's great to get on the board in the first frame of the ball game, but here's an opportunity for them to really open things up with a couple of runners on. Let's see if they can cash in.
And a 1-2. In the dirt. Wow, that's a great job behind the dish there. Swing and a ball popped in the air. Base hit. One run is in. Fires to the plate. Save. In comes the run from second. And they lead by 3.
Definitely found a perfect spot. Those can be hard sometimes. We talked about in left field. You're kind of anticipating cheating in for a ball. Hit something like that you can rob a little soft flare in front of you. But perfectly placed, so you reward the hitter with it.
Up next for the Angels, the catcher, number 33, Sunshine Strawberry.
Ripped to third and caught.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
So the Red Sox lineup turns over. Jarren Duran digs in now.
Jarren Duran.
Contreras, the base runner at first with 1 out. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. 2 down.
That was a good hard fastball with some nice ride up in the zone right there. Hitter looked like he was on it, but I think that velocity at the end just beat him. Instead of a line drive or something hit deep, it's a pop-up and an easy out for the defense.
Strawberry.
On the ground to the left, and it goes just foul. Man at first, 1 away. And there's a foul ball. The 0-2. Line drive, base hit.
Find the ball.
Around second, on his way to third. And the throw's offline, safe at third.
The batter, number 9, shortstop, Zach.
So 2 in scoring position with 1 out. Zach Neto, the next to hit for the Angels.
You have to stay disciplined in these at-bats. Try not to chase. A strikeout here is the last thing you want.
2 on, 1 out. The pitch is upstairs, ball 4, and they're loaded.
He did not take the bat off his shoulder the entire at bat.
Now batting Joe Adell.
The right fielder, number 7, Joe Adell.
Ground ball left side, could be 2. There's 1 on to first, double play.
Just trying to sneak one through with the bases loaded, but an excellent job by the defense to turn that one and get out of this jam.
Game 4 of the division series. So stepping in for Boston, YR2. This one in the air. Strawberry gets under it. One away.
Number 2.
And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one. One out, runner at second. Sunshine Strawberry, the next to hit for the Angels. Left field, way back there. Into the monster seats and gone. She flexes her power with that swing, and they boost their lead. She only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. Looks like this hitter was looking out over the plate, but she was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch. Absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
Strawberry digging in. They've got the lead, but here's another chance to set the tone.
Yeah, but one good swing, and suddenly they add to the margin. Every run counts as this game moves along.
High fly ball, right field. Abreu has a beat on it. And there's one down.
Woo, she was all over that first pitch fastball. Just barely missed it. She was ready to hit.
So a man at first. And next for the Red Sox, Ceddanne Rafaela. The 0-1. In the dirt. And the runner holds. Now a pop-up on the infield. McKinstry. And there's one down.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
So runner at second, 2 down. Marcelo Meyer will hit next. He's already homered here in this one.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect label over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
This one kicks away a little as she can't squeeze it. The throw to third. Safe at third. Moves up on the pass ball.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about, but some way, somehow climb back into this at bat through the count.
The Red Sox with the go-ahead run at third here in Game 4 of this ALDS. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Meyer trying to send this extra innings. Fights it off. He'll see another. The 1-2. Line drive, that's a base hit. Across is the winning run, and the Red Sox walk it off and tie the series at 2.
Well, in the postseason, there's so much excitement, so much energy, everyone hanging on every single pitch. To have a walk-off win under these circumstances, these people have gone crazy. What a nice win, but you got to turn the page quickly to come back for the next game.
6-5 the final here today. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long. Now from Angel Stadium in Anaheim, MLB The Show brings you the American League Division Series. It's the Boston Red Sox and the Los Angeles Angels. John Shambi and Chris Singleton with you. It's been quite a series so far, and the excitement's only ramping up as we get ready for Game 5.
Yeah, Boog, the only negative here today is that the series is going to come to an end. As fun as it's been, I wish it could go on a few more games. And the way these teams have battled each other, and with some of the amazing moments we've seen in getting to this point, I think we're in for a great one here in Game 5.
Hard to imagine it won't be a classic, Siggy. I'm ready to see what surprises are waiting for us. First pitch coming at you right after the break. So here's the lefty, Reed Detmers. Chris, what are you looking for from him?
Power pitcher. He's going to speed you up with the fastball velocity, and out of his hand will explode the breaking ball. Very difficult for hitters to keep that front side closed and hit the ball the other way, because they know if they're not ready to pull the trigger, the fastball will beat them.
3-1 now. And a pop-up right side, foul territory. And that is that. Now the Angels will get their first crack at it. No score. You're watching the American League Division Series on the show. And up next for Los Angeles, Sunshine Strawberry.
Strawberry.
That one hammered, but pulled foul. Strawberry with a homer in her last game. 0-1 down. Swinging a foul out of play. The 0-2. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That one carrying. Makes the catch up against the wall.
Batting third, the shortstop.
Runners at the corners here, one away. Here's Sean Murphy. Lefty out of the stretch, runners at first and third. Out to center, brings it in. Here comes the runner from third. To the plate, save. And it's 1-0.
That play really shows how important it is to hit the cutoff man. Looked like he tried to throw through and get the runner at home, but it backfired, and it ended up costing them a run. I remember my rookie year overthrowing a cutoff man. Didn't last long before I was pulled aside by a veteran pitcher. He had a talk with me. I don't know if I ever missed a cutoff man again.
Man at first, one away. And that one ripped to left. Anthony takes it in for the out. Out number 2.
The batter, number 9. Shortstop, Zach Neto.
The pivotal Game 5 of the division series. So in now for the Angels, Sunshine Strawberry.
You know, these Angels finding ways to get on base, but they still need help driving them home. They only have 1 hit with runners in scoring position, so a lot of squandered opportunities. It's tough because those are moments you just can't get back.
Ripped in the air, left field, and a touchdown for a base hit. And a good start to the inning. Now it's the shortstop, Zach Neto.
Shortstop, Zach Neto.
Legends really are cemented in the postseason. You think of David Ortiz heroics for the Red Sox, Derek Jeter as Mr. No runner on the go. Center field, Duran should have this one. Makes the catch. Chance to double the runner off first. But she scoots back to the bag safely.
Well, on that idea of postseason reputations, Boog, got to mention players like Carlton Fisk, Reggie Jackson, and Madison Bumgarner. We were doing that game. Those guys really shined in the toughest moments.
Runner takes off on the ground to the left. Throws to first. No chance at the double play with the runner in motion.
Second baseman, Smith.
Go ahead run on base. Josh Smith now at the plate. Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. Makes the grab on the run. That is the inning. 1 hit, 1 left. We're through 5. We are tied 2-2. Go ahead run on base. Roman Anthony up next for the Red Sox. The Red Sox with the go-ahead run at first here in the late stages of Game 5. That one in the dirt and gets away. Wild pitch and into second moves the go-ahead run.
You know, sometimes it takes a reliever a little time to get comfortable with the mound out there, especially when they come in trying to be nasty with every pitch they throw. Not exactly what they were looking for when they called him in, though. We'll see if he can settle down.
And that's a base hit. Runner around third on his way to the plate. The relay. Tag out. They cut down the go-ahead run at the plate. They don't come much closer than that. Bang, bang play to end the inning. So 2 down. Now Sunshine Strawberry. 1 for 3.
Sunshine Strawberry.
This to third. Meyer gets her easily, ends the inning. And the Angels are gone. Now the third baseman, Marcelo Meyer. 3 for 3 with 3 singles.
If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. That's in for a strike. Throw to second. Tag. And they got him.
Outstanding job behind the dish to catch him right there trying to steal. Really quick catch and throw. Set up with great footwork. She popped out of that crouch. Threw a laser down to second base. Nice job.
So 2 down. Marcelo Meyer up next for the Red Sox.
Marcelo Meyer.
Now the 0-1. Swing and a ball popped up. Smith under this one. And the Angels are moving on. They're off to the American League Championship Series.
Well, a really solid division series win. They can move on to the next round and I think relax a little bit more. Congratulations. Get ready for the ALCS.